Hey everybody, it's Baseplate 12 or Mitch as you guys know me. Today's video is going to be a video for thought. I am not here to bad talk any type of worship service and what they do. It's merely one of those questions where it's a question just to be a question. So please don't read into this more than what I'm trying to lay out. It's just food for thought. It's just like my dad would always say, question everything and then, make your mind up from there. Sorry about my voice. I've been having team spirit week at school and lots of cheering and yelling. But today's video is just going to be a food for thought about worship service. And let's start off with maybe what I think is a very common thing around churches. I've seen this a lot, and you guys can comment on your feelings about this, is when worship services dim the lights for worship. Why do they do that? The obvious answer might be, well, because, we want to be able to see the words. Is that really why they dim the lights? Is it only for being able to see the screen and knowing what words to sing? Or is it meant to create a mood? And then if it is to create a mood, sorry about the sun, guys, then it's then the question goes deeper, is, are we supposed to be creating a mood, or are we supposed to be allowing God to do that? So you guys can feel free to jump in on the comment section. Do you guys dim the lights for worship? And according to you, why do they do that? Is there a reason you've been told? Is it just something you guys assume? If you didn't dim the lights, would you still be able to read the words? So give me a comment on that. Now, because our church dims the lights, then we have spotlights shining on the worship team. I'll go ahead and be honest. I don't even like to be seen, period. If they wanted to put me behind a curtain, I'd be like, fine, do that. So now to put a spotlight on me, I'm not the kind of spotlight person where I'm like, yeah, turn it this way so they can see the good side of my face. So does your church do spotlights? And how do you feel about being in the spotlight? Worship service. How long is your worship service? How many songs do you guys sing? Our church will normally do about 4 to 5 songs to start off the service, and then we'll do 1 song at the end. But who said that it has to be 4 to 5 songs? And who said it had to be at the beginning? And, so it's all about what your church feel is the good flow. So you guys can let me know, how many songs do you guys sing? Does the worship team come back at the end? Is it right at the beginning? I think that's a lot of things that churches do throw around in their service. But who said worship has to be at the beginning? The question might beg, is it good to put worship at the end after you've heard about something wonderful God has done? Even though, you don't need to be able to be told that, but is worship more meaningful at the end after you have figured out, hey, we've just heard a sermon on God's, him being a good father. Should we do that at the end because, it'd be more meaningful? Possibly. And then let me go ahead and finish with worship leaders now. Worship leaders, do you feel like you need to tell the congregation what to do. If you're a worship leader and nobody is raising your hands, do you feel inclined to tell them that? Say, come on everybody, raise your hands. What's your philosophy on telling the congregation what to do? I think sometimes I like the when the worship leader stops sometimes, says, hey guys, it feels like we're not worshiping this morning. God's great. God's wonderful. We should be, if you don't jump up and down, we should be singing louder. We should be raising our hands. Is that something you feel the worship leader should do? So how much direction do you think the worship leader should be giving from the stage? You could say, hands off, Mitch. The worship leader should just sing, do their song, sing their song, play their instrument, and leave it up to God. Or you might say, the worship leader should be leading us into worship. If they feel like we're not worshiping, they should lead us and tell us we should be raising our hands, giving us the direction to do what maybe we don't feel like we're welcome to do, things like that. So, hey, I'm here at church, so thank you for listening to all my questions. Again, I'm not saying anything negative about anything. I'm just bringing it up for discussion, because when we discuss things, we learn about it. So, okay, guys, I am Bassplay 12, or Mitch, as you guys know me. I'll catch you on the next video.